welcome to our second edition of Hangtime at Home. We are so excited that you tuned in to join us. We have a lot of fun and exciting things going on for you today, and we hope that you enjoy it. All right, for Hangtime at Home today, we have some really cool little segments, and we're going to start off with fun games with Jake.
Hey guys, it's Jake. Welcome back to Fun Games with Jake. Today we're gonna play I Spy. So I got my room here. Obviously you can see some things in my room, and I will be picking out some of these things, and you will have to guess which one I picked. All right? So here we go. I spy with my little eye something. We'll go with blue. Alright, let's see if you can see anything blue. 3, 2, 1. If you picked this retainer, you win. Alright, let's go with round 2 here. Round 2, alright? I spy with my little eye something gray. Gray. Find something gray. 3, 2, 1. I made this one a little easy. I picked my pillow over there. So you got that, you got it right. Alright, let's go again. This time I'm gonna pick a shape. I spy with my little eye something rectangular. Shape of a rectangle. 3, 2, 1. Alright, if you pick those boxes of spoons over here, you picked these, you got it right. Nice job. Alright. Let's do a couple more here, alright? Here we go. I spy with my little eye something that you could squeeze. Alright? 3, 2, 1. You picked that stuffed animal right here. You win. Alright? We'll do two more, alright? Here we go. I'll give you 2 more chances. So I spy with my little eye something white. Something white. 3, 2, 1. You pick this binder right here. You win. Alright? We'll do one more. I spy with my little eye something black. Alright? Well, I picked the frame up here of this picture frame. I picked that. So, well, that's it for Fun Games with Jake. I know it's tough out there, you gotta stay in your house and stuff, but keep the best with it. Stay with your own positivity, and find some fun games you can do with yourself. So, have fun.
Hey kids, welcome to Hangtime at Home Cooking with Christian Part 2. Today we are going to be making banana Nutella crepes. So we're going to start out with a cup of flour and 2 eggs. Now we're just going to take a fork, and you just got to mix that all together. Get the eggs broken apart and mix as much of it with the flour as you can. The next step is we're going to take a half cup of milk and add that in there. And then a half cup of water and put that in there. And again, mix it all together. Now we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter, and you want to put that in a microwave safe container. And you're going to microwave, then we're going to microwave it for around 30 seconds. You're going to take the melted butter and pour it into your mixture. And that's when the magic happens. You're going to mix that in. And you also want to take 1/4 teaspoon of salt and add that to the mixture as well. So you can use any fruit that you like or enjoy to put in your crepes, but for me and my family, we like to use bananas. So we're gonna cut up 2 bananas to add for our crepe fillings. So this tool right here is the secret to the whole crepe making process. And I'm gonna show you how we use it in a second. So you're gonna pour some of your mixture on a hot pan. And then once you have done that, you're gonna take this thing and we use it to spread out the crepe. And that's how the crepe gets so thin and delicious. So you can tell it's cooked once all the liquid on the side that you can see has kind of evaporated and become firm, and you just kind of let it sit there for around 30 seconds. And here comes the fun part, we're gonna flip it. So this is the side that we're gonna add all the toppings onto. So we're gonna start out with some Nutella hazelnut spread. And just kind of lay that on one side of the crepe. And then we're gonna add some of the bananas that we cut up nice and fresh and put those right on top of the Nutella. So we've let it cook on both sides, and now we're gonna form the crepe. The first step you wanna do is you wanna lift up one side of the crepe and fold it over. Just like a taco. The next step is we're just gonna kind of make a crease right down the middle of the taco, and we're gonna fold it over again. And there you have it, one delicious crepe.
Nom 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 nom.
Hi guys, it's me Piper, and I'm so excited to be at Hangtime at home this week. So, last week my really good friend Madison read Philippians chapter 4, verse 4 and 5, and this week I'm going to be reading to you Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. So this verse says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." And right now, I feel like this verse really applies to all of us, because we're staying home, we don't really know what's going on, we're confused, we're worried, and some of us are even happy to stay home. But I just feel like we should all present or cast our emotions on God, because God knows what we're going through at all times, and by praying to Him and by talking to Him, He can help it all get better. And I know this from personal experience. God has always helped me through all of my worries and all of my sadness. But right now, especially in this time, we can't see our friends. It's really sad for most of us. Pray to God, and He will help, because He always knows what we're going through, even if we don't know it. So, I'm going to teach you some hand motions to this verse to help you memorize it a little bit better. And I'm going to review what Madison did last week. So, Madison did, "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all." And then my hand motions are, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." And I think this is so awesome that we're doing Hangtime at home, and I really hope to see all of you really, really soon.
What's up, Hangtime? It's Danny. I'll be doing your games today, and first we're doing a nice, fun little challenge. You know, first we're throwing you a ball at a wall, and we're just gonna see how many times we can do this without dropping it. All right? So you can challenge your family, your brother, your sister, to see who can get the most. You know, you're just gonna start off with your right hand. You can use a beach ball, tennis ball, wall ball, racket ball, whatever you really have. Work fine. You know, just kind of do right hand for a little while. Then when you want, you can switch it up to your left hand for a little bit. You know, challenge yourself. Whoa, almost dropped it right there. You do this as long as you can, so you can get the most, challenge your dad. Hopefully you can beat him. If anybody can do it longer than I can, I'll give you a high five the next time I can see you, alright? Switch it up behind the back. This is where it gets tricky right here. Just do this as long as you can. If you drop it, just keep going. Just restart once you drop it. All day. You go between the legs, you know? Just switch it up. Make it a little bit harder if it's too easy for you. I'm gonna go back to that one hand, right hand. That left hand. Back and forth. Oh, I dropped it right there. Back and forth, right hand, left hand. You can throw it a little bit harder. Try not to break anything when you're doing this, you know? Well, I dropped it, so that was like 390. If you can beat that, nice job. I'll see you guys later.
I am an instrument of the living God.
I'm Madison, and today we're going to learn the basics of ballet. So first, we're going to start on learning all the positions. There are 5 positions. So first, we start in our preparatory position, which isn't one of them, but you're going to have your feet turned out like that. Your heels are going to be touching, and your toes are going to be away. And your arms are going to be rounded, and your pinky is going to be almost touching your thigh. And this is the preparatory position. And then we go into first position. Our arms move up in front of our belly button. And then we go to second position, where our feet are like they were in first position, but then now there's space, and then our arms open here. And here we're going to make sure that our shoulders are rolled back, our elbows are forward, and our wrists are rolled back. And then third position, we usually only the guys stand in third position on stage, which isn't used that much. And then our arms are here, so one is above our head and then one is to the side. And then fourth position, we're just going to turn it out, and this arm comes in, and then fifth position, both of our arms go up, and then our feet, so your front heel is going to touch your back toe, and then you're going to be turned out like that. Alright, so the first that you learn in ballet are called pliés, and so that is when you're standing in first position. And you just bend your knees and then straighten. And then another very important step is called tendus. This is when you sweep your foot out, and you want your heel to be forward, so then your toes to be back, and then from the side. And then in the back, your toes lead out. Then putting your heel leads in. And that's tendus.
It's camping time with Jonathan. Today, we're gonna make a log cabin, like the 1800s. So, instead of making a giant one where people live in, we're gonna make a little one where you can put your Legos in if you want. Make a Lego log cabin. Today, we're showing you how we make interlocking pieces. So, go out in your yard, clean it up, and pick all the sticks that seem like they're about this size, all the same size. Thick, you want thick ones, not little ones like this. They don't work. They might work if you want to make a mini one like this. But I suggest find the big ones, dried out ones that are easily broken. And then you put them together and interlock them. So I started in the bottom, with more sticks like this, sticks like this. Oak is a good one to use. Pine, your parents will know those trees. They're great ones to start out with. So your base, you want to try to make it on level ground. Obviously I chose not level ground. If you want to make a doorway, you have to start with little sticks like this. You need hot glue to make the doorway, but I don't recommend that. That's way too hard. So right here, I started interlocking the sticks. Just keep building and building. Building and building until you feel like it's a good height. Obviously you'd have your hot glue. I'm in the woods because that's where I like to be. So the next part, this is going to be the hard part. I have to figure this out on the way. So you can either make a flat roof, like Native American style, or you can make, see how the flat roof looks. Flat roof looks okay. If you find all those good sticks, you can spend all day looking for some really nice sticks. Get some good ones. So I don't know, I feel like it's time to go searching for some sticks.
Today we're going to look at the story of a woman who went through a lot of change, and her name is Ruth. In the Bible, I have my Bible right here. The Bible, which we know is made up of 66 books, one of those books is actually titled the Book of Ruth. And that's the whole story of this amazing young woman. And we're going to talk about her today because she was someone who went through a lot of changes in her life, but who continued to want to do the right thing and was able to be a part of God's plan because of it. So we start in Ruth chapter 1, and we learn about another family. And it's actually not Ruth's family, but it says, starting out the chapter, it says, in those days when the judges ruled, there was a famine, which meant that there was no food. That it could be a really, really scary time. Probably some of you are sitting in your houses right now saying, I know what a famine is because I have no food in my house. Hopefully you have food. If you don't, feel free to get in touch with us and we can help you with that. You might just not have the food that you were looking for, but during a famine, it meant that no one had any food anywhere. It was a very hard time for everyone. So during this time, it says there was a man named Elimelech, and he had a wife named Naomi, and they had two sons, Mahlon and Chilion. All right. Now this is a sad story. It says that Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left all alone with her two sons. It says they ended up marrying two women. One was named Orpah, and the other was named Ruth. It says that they had lived in the area for about 10 years, and then another sad thing happened. Both of Naomi's sons also died. So all that was left was Naomi and her two daughter-in-laws. It said that Naomi learned that God had come to the aid of his people in another area by providing food, and Naomi made the decision that she was going to go back to her people, back to where God was providing, and she was going to leave the area that she had currently been living. Well, she had her two daughter-in-laws, and she turned to them and she said, you need to go home to your families. You need to go home to where you came from. I'm going to go back to my home, but you need to go home. And the Bible tells us that Orpah said, all right, I'm going to go home to my family, no problem. But Ruth said to Naomi, don't make me leave or turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Well, it says that Naomi, she couldn't really do much about it. So Naomi and Ruth, they traveled together. They went back to Naomi's hometown. What we learn in the book of Ruth is that Ruth went through a lot of changes. Ruth married someone, he passed away. Ruth had the opportunity then where she could go home and she could be in the comfort of her home, but she was dedicated to Naomi, and she wanted to be with her mother-in-law, and she wanted to help take care of her, and she wanted to do the right thing by having the right attitude, even though it was a difficult time full of a lot of changes. And it's so cool because we learn in the story of Ruth that she is blessed because of it. It says that when Ruth and Naomi, they go back to Naomi's hometown, that Ruth goes out and God provides a job for her. She goes into these fields and there's workers in the field, and she is able to go behind the workers and pick up the bits of grain that they didn't need or that fell behind. And that was a way that she could provide for her and for Naomi. The Bible also tells us that Ruth continues to try to have the right heart, the right attitude, to be helpful, to be kind during this difficult time, and that God blesses her because of it. She ends up meeting this man named Boaz, who turns out to be a very wealthy man, a man who can provide. It turns out to be a relation of Naomi's family, and they end up getting married. So God provides Ruth not only with a job, he eventually provides her with a husband. He provides her with everything that her and Naomi need. They don't have to worry about starving or having no food, because they are now going to be able to be cared for by the man whose name is Boaz, and it's an amazing thing that God provides. What we see throughout this story is this beautiful woman named Ruth, who is in difficult circumstances, but she is trying to do the right thing. We find ourselves these days in difficult circumstances. A lot of you are probably feeling, my life is difficult, I'm cooped up in my house, I can't see my friends, there's nothing I can do, this stinks. But we have the choice, just like Ruth had the choice, to continue to want to do the right thing. We can sit in our rooms and we can be angry, we can be mad at our parents, we can be mean to our parents, or we can say, you know what? Even in this difficult circumstance, I know that God is with me. I know that I can look for ways to help my family. I know that no matter what, God will provide. And that's exactly what happened with Ruth. She wanted to honor God by her attitude, by wanting to be helpful during a difficult time full of a lot of changes, and God honored that and blessed her life tremendously.
Hello, my beautiful Hangtime friends. It is so glad to see you here. It makes me so happy that you guys are participating in Hangtime at home. We are so glad that you are a part of it. So, today we have something brand new, and I am so excited that you guys are here for it. So, this section is called Bible Verse ABCs. Yes, you might be thinking, what is Bible Verse ABCs? And I'm going to tell you. So, today we are going to talk about 3 verses. The first one is going to start with the letter A. And the second one is going to start with the letter B. And the third one, can you guess what it's going to start with? You're right, a C. So, our first verse is this. A friend loves at all times. And if you want to look that verse up in your Bible, you can find it. It is in Proverbs 17:17. So, once again, a friend loves at all times. Do you think you guys can say it with me? 1, 2, 3. A friend loves at all times. Now, who thinks they could say it really, 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 really quietly? Let's hear it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. I couldn't hear you at all. You guys must have all crushed it. All right, now I want to see who can say this verse the loudest. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. A friend loves at all times. Very good. Oh my gosh. A little late there, but I think you guys might have blew up my eardrums or something. Whew. Great job. High five. All right. Last voice we are going to do is singing. I want you guys to all get your best singing voices out. I want to hear it. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. A friend loves at all times. Thank you. I hope you all loved that. And I want to hear yours as well. Alrighty. Up next, our B Bible verse. Be kind to one another. And if you want to find that in the Bible, you can find it in Ephesians 4:32. Once again, it is be kind to one another. You guys think you could say it with me? 1, 2, 3. Be kind to one another. Very good. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, who's going to say it quietest? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. You guys are pro whisperers. All right. The loudest, who has it? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Be kind to one another. Good job. You guys are crushing this Bible verse ABCs. And our last one, I want to hear you sing it. Are you ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Be kind to one another. Yeah. All right. You guys crushed it. And once again, that verse you can find in the Bible in Ephesians 4:32. You guys are crushing it. Do you think you can handle one more? All right. What letter are we up to now? Can anyone remind me? C. We are up to letter C. And this verse is found in Psalm 51, verse 10. And it says, "Create in me a clean heart, O God." Create in me a clean heart, O God. Do you guys think you could say it with me? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Very good, very good. All right, we're gonna change up the order for this last one. Get your singing voices ready. 1, 2, 3. Create in me a clean heart, oh God. I hope you guys enjoy my lovely singing voice. I'm doing this for you. All right, now, who thinks they could say it the quietest? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. What'd you say? Oh my goodness, you must have been so quiet I couldn't even hear you. Great job. All right, let's end this one powerfully. Who's ready? The loudest we got. Are you ready? Are you sure? All right, let's do it, friends. 1, 2, 3. Create in me a clean heart, oh God. And that is from Psalm 51:10. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tuning into Bible Verse ABCs, and I will see you next week.
In closing, thank you so much for joining us for another week of Hangtime at Home. We love you so much. We know that God loves you so much, and we are so excited to get to connect this way. Of course, it would be better to be in person, but until we can do that, we're going to continue to offer up our series, Hangtime at Home. We're going to continue to provide new episodes every single week on Wednesdays. Please tune in, tell your friends, sit down and enjoy the different segments. I'm so proud of our team helpers and all of the work that they are putting into this to help me out. But we just all want you to know that we love you, we miss you, we are praying for you, and we will see you again soon.